University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello. The idea of a place in the quarter-finals of this competition might strike some as more of a threat than a promise, but it's the prize both teams are playing for tonight, with the winners taking the 7th of the 8 available places in the next stage of the contest. The losers, though, will be leaving us. Now, it's fair to say that the team from the University of Birmingham had something of a walkover against the University of Sussex in their first-round match. At the gong, they had a score of 245 points, the second highest from those first fixtures, while Sussex just had a bad day on the buzzer. With an average age of 28, let's meet the Birmingham team.
Hi, my name's Mark McParlin. I'm from Crosby, Liverpool, and I'm studying history and English.
Hi, I'm John Robinson. I'm originally from Sevenoaks in Kent, but I now live in Birmingham, and I'm studying for a Masters in Literature and Culture.
And their captain?
Hi, I'm Michael Joel Bartel. I'm originally from San Antonio, Texas, and I'm doing a PhD in Shakespeare Studies at the Shakespeare Institute.
Hi, I'm Jamie Saget. I'm from Derby, and I'm studying medicine.
Now, it was a rather different story for the team from St Andrews University, who just scraped a victory over Emmanuel College, Cambridge, winning by 140 points to their opponents' 135. Champions nearly 40 years ago, and with an average age of 22, let's meet the St Andrews team again.
Hi, I'm Alistair Fennell. I'm from Edinburgh, and I'm studying for a Masters in Experimental Physics.
Hi, I'm Harry Alderson. I'm from Shelford in Cambridgeshire, and I'm studying physics.
This is their captain.
Hello there, I'm Jack Wigg. I'm from Glasgow, and I study maths.
Hi, I'm Anya McMenamin. I'm from London and I'm studying classics.
OK, we're not going to waste time reciting the rules, so fingers on the buzzers. Here's your first starter for 10. Marlow, Maidenhead, the Civil Service, the Hampstead Heathens, the Royal Engineers, Upton Park and Crystal Palace were among the first entrants in 1870...
Birmingham McParlin.
The FA Cup.
The FA Cup is correct, yes. Right, you get a set of bonuses now, Birmingham, on medieval Britain. Lackland and Soft Sword were nicknames of which Plantagenet king?
Yeah, King John, yeah.
King John.
Correct. Known as the Great, which Welsh prince allied with the baronial opponents of John, thereby influencing the king's signing of the Magna Carta?
Could it be Llewellyn?
Is it Rodri?
Oh, there's a Rodri the Grace.
Rodri.
Yeah, you're right, John.
Rodri?
No, it wasn't Rodri. It was Llewellyn.
Oh, wonderful.
After John's repudiation of the Charter, which King of Scotland invaded Northumberland and besieged Norham Castle?
I'm not sure.
I mean, this could be like
Malcolm or David.
Or Duncan, maybe, or Malcolm. It's going to be one of those, I think.
Oh, yeah, let's see about... I think it's later than that, though.
Let's taste... Oh, yeah, it's 1200s, isn't it?
David?
Yeah,
he around
yeah.
David the First?
It's Alexander II. Right, 10 points for this. Along with Joan Hamilton, who co-wrote the 2009 book Smart on Crime, considered a model for dealing with recidivism. Her 2019 memoir, The Truths We Hold, An American Journey, appeared some 18 months before she became the first black woman to appear on a major US party's national ticket.
Birmingham Bartel.
Kamala Harris?
Correct. Right, you get a set of bonuses on Australian states with an area of around 227,000 square kilometres. Which Australian state is smaller than the UK by about 17,000 square kilometres?
Tasmania.
Tasmania, that's small list.
Yeah, because the UK can't compare to the rest of them, surely.
Let's say Tasmania.
I think so, yeah.
Tasmania?
No, it's Victoria.
Oh, gosh.
At 1.7 million square kilometres, Queensland is slightly larger than which country? The second largest in the Middle East after Saudi Arabia.
So is this going to be
Iran?
I'd say Iran is probably the second.
Yeah.
Iran?
Iran is correct. At about 2.5 million square kilometres, which state is a little smaller than Kazakhstan?
Western Australia? It's the biggest one.
Huge.
Western Australia is
huge.
huge. Western Australia is the biggest one, isn't it? Is it as big as Kazakhstan?
I think Kazakhstan is bigger.
I think so.
Western Australia.
Correct. 10 points for this. Born in 1839, which composer's works include a symphonic poem inspired by Gogol's story...
St Andrews Alderson.
Brahms.
No, you lose 5 points. Inspired by Gogol's story St John's Eve, an opera about the Russian Tsar from 1598 to 1605, and a piano suite based on the artworks of Victor Hartmann?
Birmingham Bartel.
Mussorgsky.
Mussorgsky is correct, yes. Right, these bonuses are on botanical terms. In each case, identify the term from the description. Firstly, what term denotes specialised structures of epidermal origin that are found on plant lichen or algal surfaces? They are usually shaped like hairs, but can also appear as scales, buds, or papillae.
Like villi, is it? Villi is like things like hair.
I've heard of them.
Villi.
No, they're trichomes. Secondly, a term derived from the Greek for young shoot and used to describe an undifferentiated plant body. It can consist of the single cell in its simplest form.
Oh, young shoot. Gosh. Meristem, maybe?
Yes, meristem.
Yeah. Meristem?
No, it's thallus or thallome. Also known as a rootstock, a horizontal underground stem that can send out roots and leafy shoots. Edible examples include ginger and turmeric.
Ribosome?
Rhizome.
Rhizome, sorry.
Rhizome or rhizome. I think maybe rhizome.
Rhizome is correct, yes. Right, we're going to take a picture round now. For your picture starter, you'll see the flags of 2 countries. For 10 points, I want you to tell me the language shared by both as the official or working language.
St Andrews Alderson.
Italian.
Italian is correct. It's San Marino and the Vatican City. Following on from your picture starter, you'll see 3 more pairs of national flags whose countries share official or national languages. In each case, I want the non-European language that is official in both countries represented. Firstly,
Botswana in South Africa.
Swahili? No?
No, Swahili's far to north.
Zulu.
Hosa. Hosa?
no, it's Swana. That's South Africa and Botswana. Secondly, some helpful wording has been removed from the flags here.
Paraguay and Ecuador.
Spanish.
But non-European.
Oh, okay.
Can you think of an indigenous South African?
Was it like Inca? No, it's like if you said that was Paraguay, was it?
Yeah.
Paraguay is like Guarani or something like that.
Guarani. Yeah.
Guarani.
Guarani is correct. It's Paraguay and Bolivia, as you identified. And finally, a short single word is sufficient here.
Singapore and Brunei.
So Malay.
Arabic? No?
But it could be Malay.
Malay. It could be Malay.
Malay.
Malay is correct. Right. 10 points for this. What now familiar equation resulted from ideas in a paper entitled Does the Inertia of a Body Depend Upon Its Energy Content? Published in a German language scientific journal in 1905.
Birmingham Robinson.
E equals MC squared.
That is correct, yes. Your bonuses are on French composers. In each case, name the person from the description. All 3 surnames begin with the same letter. Firstly, born in 1842, a prolific composer of operas. These include Manon, Werther, Le Cid, and Thais.
Oh, French, 1842.
Thais, I think was. Oh gosh. Bizet.
No, it's Massenet. Secondly, a member of the group known as the Six, born in 1892. His compositions include the ballet The Creation of the World and the 2-piano suite Scaramouche.
Milo. Yeah, Milo.
Mio is correct. Born in 1908, the composer of Quartet for the End of Time and The Awakening of the Birds and the opera St. Francis of Assisi.
Is that Van Masting van Milo?
I can't think.
No. Pass.
It's missing. 10 points for this. Answer promptly, giving any 2 of the 3 rhyming words defined respectively as a prickly-headed plant of the genus Dipsacus, a slender, aggressive carnivore of the European mustelid family, and a fuel oil named after the German inventor of an internal...
St Andrews McMenamin.
Weasel and Diesel.
Weasel, Diesel, and Teasel is the other one, of course, the plant. Well done. Your bonuses this time are on November the 9th in different years in German history. In each case, give the precise year in which the following occurred on that date. Firstly, Kaiser Wilhelm II was deposed, Philipp Scheidemann proclaimed a republic from the Reichstag, and Karl Liebknecht proclaimed a socialist republic from the Berlin Palace.
So it'd been 1918.
No, but that was 9th of November, so that's pre-armistice, so it wouldn't have been deposed yet. So it must be like 1919.
I suppose, yeah.
1919.
No, it was 1918. Secondly, the ending of the beer hall putsch in Munich. Adolf Hitler's arrest followed 2 days later.
It's in the late 20s.
Late 20s, yeah, so like
29?
28, I
I
feel.
think 28.
Okay.
Yeah.
1928.
No, it was 1923. November the 9th of what year is regarded as marking the fall of the Berlin Wall?
89?
Is it that early?
I think it's.
Okay.
Or is it 90? 89.
1989.
Correct, well done. 10 points for this. What given name is shared by the authors of the 19th century poems No Coward Soul Is Mine and Because I Could Not Stop for Death?
St Andrew's Fennel.
Emily.
Emily is correct, yes. Bronte and Dickinson. So you get a set of bonuses this time on physics. Born in 1853, which Dutch physicist gives his name to a factor used in relativistic dynamics equal to 1 over the square root of 1 minus v squared over c squared, where v is velocity and c is the speed of light?
Gamma. What's that
It's
one?
the gamma
Is it
factor.
Landau? No. Oh, gosh. Yeah, just go Landau factor.
Landau.
No, it's Lorentz. The Lorentz factor, usually given the symbol gamma, appears in several formulae for relativistic equivalence to classical physical quantities. What quantity is given by the formula gamma minus 1 times mc squared, where m is mass?
Energy.
Energy.
Relativistic energy.
Relativistic energy.
No, it's kinetic energy. And finally, what quantity is given by gamma mv?
Momentum.
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 Momentum is correct. 10 points for this. Its name meaning cold coast. What archipelago in the Arctic Ocean is one of the most northerly land regions on Earth and comprises a group including Edge Island, Barents Island, and Spitsbergen?
Birmingham Robinson.
Svalbard.
Svalbard is correct. These bonuses this time are on a Nobel laureate. The citation noting, quote, her unmistakable poetic voice that with austere beauty makes individual existence universal. Who was awarded the 2020 Nobel Prize in Literature?
That's Louise Gluck.
Gluck, yeah. Louise Gluck.
Louise Gluck is correct. Secondly, a 1985 collection by Gluck and more recent prose work by Madeline Miller both have what warrior of Greek mythology as their title figure?
Achilles,
would be the
probably.
obvious one.
Or Aeneas. I would say Achilles, yeah. Achilles.
Achilles is correct. And finally, overlooking Yerevan, the Armenian capital, what mountain is the single-word title of a 1990 collection by Gluck?
I mean, you guess Ararat.
Okay, that's what we'll guess. Ararat.
Ararat is correct, yes. Good you took his advice. Right. For your music starter, you're going to hear a piece of classical music. For 10 points, name its composer.
St Andrew's Alderson.
Beethoven.
No? You can hear a little more Birmingham.
Birmingham Bartel.
Bach.
It is Bach. It's part of the Goldberg variation. So you heard Glenn Gould there playing in his 1955 recording of Bach's Goldberg Variations. It was made at Columbia's 30th Street studio, which is a converted church with distinctive acoustics. Your bonuses are 3 more recordings from this studio. Name the composer again each time, please. Firstly, this French composer, Vladimir Horowitz, is the soloist.
Okay, so it's gonna be like Debussy, or I don't recognize this piece, but it's gonna be like, it could be Debussy, but it could be like Fauré, or it could be, I really don't, it could be Saint-Saëns.
Yeah, go to Debussy.
Okay. Which,
Does it sound very much like?
yeah, kind of. Debussy?
Debussy is correct. Secondly, this US composer, who is also leading this recording.
Okay, so this is gonna be Reich or John Cage.
Glass.
Oh, but let's see, what is it additive? Oh, I think it is Glass. Yeah. Philip Glass?
No, it's not. It's Terry Riley. Finally, this composer, Rudolf Serkin, is the soloist.
Get nationality, didn't we? Is that Tchaikovsky?
Maybe. Or Rachmaninoff?
They're all very fast paced, yeah.
Or what's the other Russian guy? Let's just say Rachmaninoff. Shostakovich, yeah. Shostakovich.
No, it's Beethoven. It's his 8th piano sonata. Right, 10 points for this. Give two names promptly here of the rival sportswear manufacturing companies founded in the 1940s. One by...
Birmingham Robinson.
Adidas and Puma.
Correct. Your bonuses are on symbols in physical science. In each case, I will give a physical quantity and you will name the chemical element whose symbol is that of the SI-derived unit corresponding to that quantity. For example, force would be nitrogen because force is measured in newtons, represented by capital N.
Cool.
First, what element is indicated in this way by capacitance?
So that's F for fluorine.
fluorine.
Fluorine. Yeah. Fluorine.
Fluorine is correct. And inductance?
No. And it's is it Henry? Is Henry inductance, or is that? I think it is. Henry.
Hydrogen.
Yeah, hydrogen.
Correct. And finally, power.
What?
What's the
So
W?
tungsten.
Tungsten.
Tungsten is correct because watt has the symbol W. A starter question. Which former UN trust territory in the Pacific is the world's smallest republic?
St Andrews Alderson.
Nauru.
Nauru is correct. Your bonuses are on terms that begin with the same 4 letters. In each case, give the term from the description. Firstly, the title of a 1710 work by Leibniz. As a concept, it may be summarized as, why does an all-knowing, all-powerful and beneficent God permit evil?
Something of God in Greek. Theodiki?
Okay. Theodicy.
Theodicy is what it's usually known as, yes. Nice. From a term meaning food of the gods, an alkaloid found in cocoa and hence chocolate.
Food of the gods. So like theophagy? Like phagy is eating in
Yeah, so...
Greek.
So would that be...
Theophagy.
Theophagy.
That's theobromine.
Oh, sorry.
Its name of uncertain derivation, a basic surveying instrument that is used to measure horizontal and vertical angles.
Theometer? No.
Yeah.
Theometer.
No, it's theodolite. 10 points for this. Answer with a fraction as soon as your name is called. In terms of its radius r, what is the ratio of the volume of a solid hemisphere to its surface area?
St Andrews Fennel.
2/3.
No.
Birmingham Bartel.
1/3.
No, it's 2/9. 10 points for this. Since independence from Britain in 1962, which landlocked country's rulers have included Milton Obote, Yoweri Museveni?
Birmingham Robinson.
Uganda.
Uganda is correct. Well done. 3 questions on film directors for your bonuses. Who was the first person to win the Best Director Oscar in successive years for The Grapes of Wrath and How Green Was My Valley in 1940 and 41?
John Ford.
John Ford is correct. Joseph L. Mankiewicz won the Best Director Oscar in successive years for A Letter to Three Wives. And which film of 1950? Anne Baxter was nominated for her performance as the title character.
Yeah.
All About Eve.
Correct. Who won the Best Director Oscar in successive years in the 2010s for Birdman and The Revenant?
Iñárritu. Iñárritu.
Iñárritu is correct. 10 points for this. 190 metres in height, the neo-futurist residential building known as the Turning Torso is in which city a little southeast of Copenhagen?
Birmingham Bartel.
Malmö.
Malmö is correct. Right, you get a set of bonuses on ducks. Also called sawbill, the name of which diving duck derives in part from the Latin meaning goose.
There's a duck called a goosander. Could be that.
Goosander?
The Latin.
But I mean,
Is that going to be what's the Latin for goose now?
goose.
Gannet?
It's not a duck.
No.
Gannet's
Oh,
not a
okay.
duck.
No, go for you one, Mark.
Goosander?
No, it's a merganser. In contrast to diving ducks, what word ending in ing is applied to surface-feeding ducks such as the mallard?
It's a dabbling duck.
Oh, nice.
Dabbling.
Nominate McFarlane.
Dabbling duck.
Dabbling is correct, dabbling or dipping. The binomial annus acuta refers to the tapering feature that gives which dabbling duck its common name?
Spoonbill? Is that a duck?
It's not a duck.
Okay.
Oh, how about a tapering feature?
What's the tapering
I
feature?
don't know. How about
Like the tail or...
a moorhen?
or it's
Is
the
that
actual beak name.
is that a duck?
Yeah, moorhen is a duck, yeah.
All right, let's just say that. Moorhen.
No, it's nothing like a moorhen, it's a pintail.
Oh.
Now, for your picture starter, you're going to see a painting. Name the artist.
Birmingham Bartel.
Van Gogh.
It was Van Gogh, Corridor in the Asylum. So that was one of several paintings Van Gogh made of the psychiatric facility in Saint-Rémy, where he spent a year at the end of his life. Your bonuses are 3 more paintings dealing directly with the diagnosis and treatment of mental illness. Name the artist in each case. Firstly, this 20th century portrait of a clinical psychologist.
Ooh, this looks like it could be Max. Ooh,
Ernst?
Ernst or Max Beckman?
Oh,
Max Beckman. Beckman had faces like that.
Yeah, like the family portrait one he does. doesn't he?
Yeah. Let's see. Do you want to go with that?
Yeah, sure.
Max Beckman.
There's Otto Dix.
Oh.
Secondly, this work from a series produced in the 19th century.
Oh, 19th century. So this will. Oh, I've seen this. This is. Oh, I think this is. What's his name? Who did the Raft of the Medusa?
Delacroix? No, Jericho.
Jericho. Yeah, Jericho.
Jericho is correct. Portrait of a woman with a gambling mania. And finally, this 15th century work.
So is this going to be Giotto?
No.
Or
This could be. This looks like it could be. This is like Northern Renaissance. This is going to be like Van Eyck maybe, or no. Gosh, I can't. Or maybe it's. Maybe it's Bruegel. I don't know.
No, I don't think it's Bruegel.
Van Eyck.
No, it's Hieronymus Bosch, Cutting the Stone.
Yes.
10 points for this. Automated external, or AED, implantable cardioverter, or ICD, and wearable cardioverter, or WCD.
St Andrews Fennel.
Pacemakers?
Now you lose 5 points. They're all types of what medical device?
Birmingham Saget.
Defibrillator.
Defibrillator is correct, yes. OK, you get the set of bonuses then, Birmingham. They are on minerals. The halide minerals are compounds that consist of metals and a halogen element. They include fluorite, a compound of which metal and which halogen?
So probably fluorine and metal.
Zinc, maybe? Oh,
Gosh.
It's in toothpaste. So...
calcium? No.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be
No,
calcite.
fluoride is the component that's good for your teeth.
Fluoride and I don't know.
Let's just
Aluminum. Fluoride and aluminum.
No, it's calcium and fluorine.
Oh, my bad. I'm so
sorry, that's
sorry.
fine.
It is teeth, isn't it?
From the Greek for frost, what name is given to the halide mineral sodium aluminium fluoride, used as a solvent in the electrolytic production of aluminium?
Ooh. So this is like. I know it's like the whole.
What was the first
world.
the name for frost?
Yeah, the Greek name for frost. Any Greek frost people here?
I don't know. If you're having a geologist.
I have no idea. Pass.
It's cryolite, or Greenland spar. The halide mineral sylvite is a chloride of what metal?
I mean,
no,
if
it's not
it's
it's
not
not.
silver.
Yeah.
No, but if we don't get silver. Oh, sulfur. Sulfur's not a metal.
I mean,
I think let's just
silver
say
would be
silver.
argentite or something, surely.
Well,
silver.
Let's just say silver.
Okay, yeah.
Silver.
It's potassium. 10 points for this. Similar in meaning to pastoral, what word derives from the Greek for herdsman and denotes a form of literature that includes Virgil's Eclogues and Shakespeare's The Winter's Tale?
St Andrews McMenamin.
Georgic.
Now you lose 5 points. Anyone want to buy some Birmingham?
Birmingham Bartel.
Romance.
No, it's bucolic. 10 points for this. Elizabeth of Valois and Philip II of Spain are characters in which opera, first performed in Paris in 1867 and based on a play by Schiller?
St Andrews Alderson.
Gloriana.
No. Anyone like to buzz from Birmingham?
Birmingham Bartel.
Don Carlos.
It is Don Carlos by Verdi, yes. You get 3 questions on fictional political movements. Described as a big chap with the sort of eye that can open an oyster at 60 paces, Roderick Spode is the leader of the fascist Black Shorts in the works of which comic writer?
P.G. Woodhouse.
P.G. Woodhouse.
Correct. First published in 1928, the novel Point Counterpoint features the Brotherhood of British Freemen, led by Everard Webley. Who was the author?
28. I'm not familiar with it. 28.
Was it Jeremy Paxman?
It certainly wasn't. And I certainly wasn't alive in 1928. It was Aldous Huxley. Oh, to have a talent like that, eh? In Orwell's 1984, ingsoc is described as the prevailing philosophy of which totalitarian state?
Oh, it's Oceania.
Oh,
isn't it?
yeah, I think it's called that.
Oceania, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oceania?
Oceania is correct. 10 points for this. In terms of the initial letters of the English names of European countries and their capitals, if D is C and P is both W and L, what is H?
St Andrews McMenamin.
A.
No.
Birmingham Robinson.
B.
B is correct. Budapest. Right, you get the set of bonuses coming up next. They're on historic buildings. Officially opened in 1937, which museum occupies the former Royal Hospital School building in Greenwich, southeast London?
Oh, is this the Florence Nightingale Museum? No, that's not in Greenwich.
Children.
Oh, good. That's Bethnal Green, I think, isn't it? Children's Museum.
Museums are
Come on.
Just go for it.
Florence Nightingale Museum?
No, it's the National Maritime Museum.
Oh, of course.
The Queen's House at Greenwich was designed by Inigo Jones and dedicated to Anne. And that would go on. St Andrews University have 50, but Birmingham University have 225. St Andrews, we're going to have to say goodbye to you, I'm sorry to say. We've enjoyed having you with us, though. Birmingham, congratulations to you. We shall look forward to seeing you in the quarter-finals. I hope you can join us next time for the last of the second-round matches. But until then, it's goodbye from St Andrews University.
Bye.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from Birmingham University.
Bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.